New on Curiosity Stream. After man landed on the moon, what did all the rocket scientists do?
Hey, let's build a rocket that is simple in concept.
Pushing technology in ways that make today's rockets possible. It's Fly Rocket Fly. And one Mexican drug lord made himself a household name with cunning and savvy.
His business sense is worthy of a Harvard degree.
It's the origin of El Chapo and the CEO of Sinaloa. They're new this week on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are just $20. Visit curiositystream.com.
I'm Shayna.
And I'm Tracy, and we're the hosts of Band of Mothers podcasts. We're a little Wait, Don't Tell Me meets This American Life meets Thelma and Louise.
I can't wait to drive off a cliff with you.
You've been saying that since the 8th grade.
Each week, we feature real stories from moms just like you. Plus, we've got live performances, in-studio interviews, games, original music, and more.
So join our Band of Mothers and subscribe now on the Odyssey app or anywhere you listen to podcasts.
It's the Band of Mothers podcast.
1 week from today, Minneapolis voters, many voters throughout the state of Minnesota will be going to the polls. But in Minneapolis, they will be voting on 3 different ballot questions dealing with the power structure in the city, dealing with the police department, dealing with rent control, and with a very unique perspective. We have invited former Minneapolis Mayor Sharon Sells-Belton to the program to talk about her thoughts on this. Mayor, thanks for coming on with us.
Oh, my pleasure to be here with you this morning, Susie.
Well, I always love talking to you because I remember I was telling somebody the other day, and I will get to our point here in a minute, when Y2K happened, when 1999 to 2000 happened. Remember that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, I do, of course.
Okay, so I was at City Hall with you that night at midnight.
Yeah.
Remember, everybody was worried everything was going to shut down.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, that was a night. But we got through it, didn't we? And here we are today, all these years later.
Right. That's actually, I mean, it was good, to be proactive.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, everything worked out just fine.
Yeah. Well, in the end, we like to think everything will work out just fine, and we'll talk now a little bit about some of these ballot questions. Number 2 is the one that's got so much attention. It's sort of the reformation of the Minneapolis Police Department, calling it Department of Public Safety and shifting around various responsibilities. If number 2 fails, right, and there is this public safety department, what happens then?
Well, the question really for number 2 is, does it pass? And if it passes, then we'll have a Department of Public Safety, and the City Council will have to begin work almost immediately trying to sort out and figure out what that is. And I think that's the problem. There isn't a concrete plan. There's a vision out there for what a Department of Public Safety might do and might be. There's a bigger question about whether or not the Department of Public Safety will even include police. If you look at the language says it may include. It doesn't say will. That's causing a lot of concern amongst, many of the voters. Everybody wants reform. There's just no doubt in anybody's mind that reform is needed. But it's really important to really understand what that reform means and what it's going to look like. And that's where the amendment falls short.
And if it does pass, does that mean that Chief Arredondo steps down immediately, or will it be obviously some time to sort of work out what the details of it might be?
Well, who knows what it's going to mean for Police Chief Arredondo. I mean, I think, again, that's another reason that's causing some concern in the community. People really believe and have confidence in Police Chief Madeira Arredondo, and it's uncertain, what his future might look like.
Right, exactly. And again, numbers on the force, because I do think it's very emotional. I mean, it really depends on who you speak to, but it's pretty, divisive, that people are, I have friends that are like, we need police, we're going to be, run over by, it's going to be terrible if we don't have police. And then the other side saying, no, police are killing us. We need to figure out how to do this in a different way that prevents this kind of thing from happening.
Well, the members of the city council, some of them have been saying, we should have both. We need both. We need police, and we also need reform. Well, that's true. The question is, how are we going to get it? And the problem, again, is that there hasn't been a lot of detailed discussion about it. One of the things that we're all watching, of course, are the ads on television, and the ads talk about, yes, we need social workers and mental health workers responding to the appropriate situations that people are calling 911 for. That's true.
Yeah.
Here's the rub, Susie. The city of Minneapolis had a working relationship with the Hennepin County to do just that. For some reason, they broke that off. Well, okay, what's that all about?
Right.
If we're already doing this, how come, and we need more? Let's get some more social workers and mental health intervention specialists, in our community responding to these calls. These services are made available in the suburban communities that surround the city of Minneapolis in partnership with the county. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just, get it right. And so people are confused. People are emotional. People are still angry, at the behavior of some of the police officers in our community, and they should be. But we're not saying, we shouldn't be saying that we don't need police. We need better police, and we want reform. But you have to be clear about what it is that you want. The amendment is not clear about will there be police. It says there may be, and there may not be. This city council could decide, no, we don't want police, or maybe we want 10 police, or we want 20, or we want whatever. Again, there's no detailed plan, and people want clarity when it comes to public safety.
Too much ambiguity. Former Minneapolis Mayor Sharon Sells Belton with us. Before we let you go, you were mayor for 18 years. You served with a number of different city council members as well as different police chiefs. I'm looking at Robert Olson, William McManus, Tim Dolan. This next question on power, the power shift within the city, if that passes, where basically it would essentially mean that decisions would have to be cleared with, kind of talk about how that would affect how it goes if it passes and how it is now.
Well, let me just quickly say that I was the mayor for 8 years and on the city council for 10.
That must be serve the city and not just the mayor.
Yes,
so go ahead.
Exactly. And the point that I really wanted to make about that distinction is that I have been that city council president and I have been the mayor. And one of the things that I think is really, really clear is that people believe in the city that the buck stops with the mayor. And the reason I'm supporting, number one, is that I want to give the citizens of the city of Minneapolis the kind of government that they think they have. The day-to-day operations for the city should rest with the mayor. The legislative authority for the city of Minneapolis should rest with the council. And the thing that I keep saying about the amendment number one is that the city council has the authority to be able to pass any ordinance or policy that they want to with 7 votes and the support of the mayor. That's easy. But you've got to have is cooperation and collaboration. If the mayor does not agree with the council, all the council needs to do is get 9 members of the city council to be on the same page. The problem that we have right now is that nobody's on the same page. You got 14 people going in 14 different directions, and that's no way to lead a city. So I'm a believer that if the mayor is elected for 4 years citywide, let's let the mayor select the charter department heads. Let's have the city council affirm that these are the right people, and then let's go forward together, leading the city, into a direction that has a positive benefit for all citizens. Get on the same page. Give the authority to the mayor to address the day-to-day issues, and the legislative authority, the budget authority, to the city council. It's the way most cities in the United States operate.
Yep.
And it's time for the city of Minneapolis to come into the 21st century.
All right. Former Minneapolis Mayor Sharon Sells Belton, it is always a pleasure to speak with you.
Wonderful to speak to you, Susie, and have a great day.
New on Curiosity Stream. After man landed on the moon, what did all the rocket scientists do?
Hey, let's build a rocket that is simple in concept.
Pushing technology in ways that make today's rockets possible. It's Fly Rocket Fly. And one Mexican drug lord made himself a household name with cunning and savvy.
His business sense is worthy of a Harvard degree.
It's the origin of El Chapo and the CEO of Sinaloa. They're new this week on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are just $20. Visit curiositystream.com.
Are you looking for a truly special gift? At Boll & Branch, we don't just make products. We make experiences your loved ones deserve. I'm Scott Tannen, and my wife Missy and I founded our company to bring care to you and your family. We use pure organic cotton to make the most comfortable sheets out there. They feel special, look special, and come in our special holiday packaging.
Experience the best sheets you've ever felt at bollandbranch.com with promo code DREAMS. That's BOLL and branch.com. Promo code DREAMS.